Hi guys, welcome back. This is Erin from Paint Those Piggies, and today I finally have my spring nail polish picks. Now, a couple of them are repeats from last year or the year before's spring nail polish picks. I don't know what, it must have been a year before, because I love pastel polishes. I will never not love pastels. Well, maybe, never say never, but I love pastels for the spring. I do have a couple of pops of color in here, and as always, I will insert swatches if I have them. So let's get right into it. I don't even know how many polishes I have in this, but we're just gonna go through this little pink IKEA bucket. So I did pull a lot of pastel polishes. I know that if you don't like pastels, keep in mind that these do have a good formula. I hate pastels that have really crappy formulas. I don't have time to deal with that. I don't have like hours and hours to wait for my nails to dry. So a lot of these have really good formulas. I wouldn't include something that had a terrible formula because that doesn't make any sense to me, because I'm recommending these to you guys. So now that I look, I do have quite a few purples. There are actually more in here, but I'm going to start with the one that's on my nails right now. This is OPI's Lucky Lucky Lavender, and normally I'm not a warm purple fan, but this one I really like. It is a warm kind of lilac-y color. It is a little bit sheer on the nails, but it builds up in two coats, so you don't need to like keep putting coats on to get it opaque. It is what I have on my nails today with a weird kind of polish combo. It is OPI's Snow Globetrotter, which is definitely a winter polish, but I recently mentioned that I removed my acrylic nails. These are my natural nails, and I did this process over hours and hours and hours to try and maintain the length of my nails in their square shape, which is what I like. Obviously, I did manage to do that, but my nails are like paper thin, like tissue paper thin. So I'm going to be wearing glitter for a while just to kind of build up the strength of my nails so they don't just like break all over the place. So that is what I have on my nails with OPI's Snow Globetrotter. Like I said, I wouldn't mention a pastel that has a crappy formula, so these have good formulas. I'm gonna mention this next purple. It's moving more along the cool tone of the purple spectrum, still a pastel. This is a shimmer though with a really, really cool blue reflect in it. This is Zoya's Leslie. I believe it was released last year, and I just think the blue in this, hopefully it's coming across, is so cool. I don't think it's coming across in the video, but it has like this blue kind of aqua microfine shimmer in it, and it just is so cool. It's very unique. I don't have any polishes like this. I mentioned before that I got rid of like 700 nail polishes, which is a lot. I still do have a couple hundred, but I really pared down to the ones that I thought were unique. And so this one obviously made the cut because it is so unique with that blue shimmer in it. Next up, I had to mention a mint. I love mint nails. I do like Essie's Mint Candy Apple, but I find it chips a little bit quicker on me than this one. This one I really love, obviously because I have two bottles of it. This is Ciate's Pepperminty. I have mentioned this before. It is my favorite mint nail polish. It's got a great formula. Obviously, I was trying to use this up. It's getting pretty low. There's got to be like a third left in this mini one, but I have a backup in the big size. I initially got this in like one of the advent calendars and loved this mint so much. It's much less stark than Mint Candy Apple, which has a lot of white in it. This one definitely reads as a true mint polish, and I really like that about it. So again, this is Ciate's Pepperminty. I feel like all the polishes that I have are purple, and I just grabbed randomly like, oh, I wear this in spring, oh, I wear this in spring, and so I ended up with a ton of purple. So apparently purple is my spring color. So next up I have Essie's Go Ginza, and this one is quite a few years old. It's another lilac polish, another one of those warmer toned purples, but this one is definitely a much more pastel version of Lucky Lucky Lavender. This one has a ton of white in the base, but it just has like a soft hint of warm purple, and I really like that about it. I just love this polish. I reach for it a lot. It reminds me of like if cherry blossoms were purple, which I know they're pink, but if they were purple, I think this would be the color of them. I know that sounds strange, but that's how I think of it. Next up, we'll go to my neutral pick. This one, again, is several years old. I haven't really been buying polish unless I see something that is just like so out there and different that I think I need it. So I haven't bought any polish recently, but this one is several years old. This is Essie's Urban Jungle, and it is like a soft, opaque, barely toasted marshmallow. Like, I know that sounds weird, but it's just like a hint of a nude. It's so pale, but it just has a tiny bit of warmth and beige to it that I love it. This is one of my favorite nudes of all time. A lot of the nudes I had were a little bit darker than this. I really like OPI's Don't Bossa Nova Me Around, which is like a pale, like pink nude. I like My Vampire is Buff, which is very similar to this, but they're a little bit different. It just kind of got like a hint of warm vanilla to it, and I really like this in the springtime. Next up, we'll just go with another purple. I have 2 more purples and 3 more regular polishes. This one is Zoya's Live, and this one is kind of, I gave you kind of like a pastel lilac, a medium lilac, and then this is the darker lilac. I'll show you side by side. Apparently lilac is like my spring color. I never realized it, but I really love lilacs. We have a bunch of lilac bushes in our backyard, and so we'll open the windows and have the house smell like lilacs. But apparently that is what I want on my nails in spring. So here's your pastel, here's your medium, and here's your darker lilac if you don't like super white pastels. This one's still very soft, but it's a warm purple cream formula, very opaque and very good. I love my Zoya nail polishes. They just have such good quality, and I really think it's the brand that I have that has the least inconsistency issues in formula. So I have a Millie. Mill, what you doing? Okay. She just wants to sit in here. So definitely love Zoya polishes. They have such an excellent formula. So again, this is Zoya's Live, L-I-V. Next up, we'll finally go for a pink. I do love pinks in the springtime. This one is a much softer pink. My favorite pink of all time is OPI Strawberry Margarita, which is very vibrant and definitely a summer color. So I was looking for something that is definitely on the softer pink side, and this is OPI's Kiss Me, I'm Brazilian, obviously from the Brazil collection. It's like a lighter to medium warm pink, and I really like this. It's just soft and pretty girly. You can wear it anytime in the spring, summer. It looks really good. Although I am a big fan of wearing whatever color polish whenever, because I don't care about the polish rules, but this one is just very pretty. I probably will wear this one for Easter this year because I can't go more than a couple days without changing my nail polish. Okay, next up I have another pink polish. This is the pastel version. I've talked about this so much because I love this polish. This is OPI Samad About You. It is very light, very pastel, but the formula is better than you think it will be. It is very opaque, and I remember only needing 2 coats for this, which is good for a pastel. It also doesn't chip right away on me, which is also good for pastels. This to me is like pink, but with a tinge of purple. It's very light, very pretty. I love this shade. Okay, next up we'll go into greens, and then we'll finish with the purple. You guys are like, please stop showing me purples, but that's what I'm doing. Okay, so first off, this is a very dusty polish. Different for spring, but I really like it. This is Zoya's Wednesday. I have talked about this polish before. It's like a medium, kind of seafoam, murky green, but it's not like going towards the murky side that's like ugly pretty. It's definitely on the cooler side. Very opaque. The formula is excellent on this one, and I just really like it as a different kind of option. If you're not into like pinks, purples, kind of typical spring colors, this is definitely a good option if you want more blue, greens, different types of polishes. Next up, I'll show you my option if you really want to go far out there. Honestly, I love this polish. I don't know what it is. I just love it. This is Essie's The More the Merrier, and it is a bright chartreuse green. Just really bright. I don't know why I like chartreuse polishes so much. I just think they are so cool looking, bright, vibrant on the nails. This could be considered more of a summer polish, but I wear it a lot in the spring along with my other like yellow, lemon, lime kind of colors, but I really just love this polish. It is just a staple for me, which is weird because this is not a staple in most people's polish collection, but it is for me. So again, this is The More the Merrier from Essie. Last up, we'll finish with a purple. This is another purple. This is Essie's Lilac IM, which I know I say that lilac is more warm, but this one's called Lilac IM, and it is very pastel, cool, almost like verging on blue, but it isn't. It looks purple. It kind of looks a little bit more blue on camera, but I promise it is purple. Here it is compared to Essie's Go Ginza. So as Lilac IM and Go Ginza, you can definitely tell that this one is much cooler tone. It's like a spring flower on your nails. Gorgeous, really good formula. 2 coats, it's opaque, and it's a cream polish. I love my creams. Most of the polishes in this video are creams just because that's what I prefer to wear, but that is it for my spring polish picks. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have a spring polish that you wear all the time in spring and you really love, please leave me a comment down below with it. I'd like to hear your guys' recommendations to me. So thank you for watching again, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.